Hey guys, happy Thursday. It's Daryl again. I just put out that first video. It's downloading now. My assessment of the ambush and assassination of Soleimani, that he was a bad guy, granted, but I feel it happened to save Trump face. If any of our troops were killed or hurt in protecting the Saudi oil fields, Donald Trump would have been in deep shit. And I believe those are the troops that the assassination of Soleimani may or may not have possibly been saving. All right, I want to talk about something else. This is hard to do. This is a hard video to make. I'm going to admit something to you guys that I'm not proud of. Remember, I've told you guys I'm always going to be honest on this channel, right or wrong. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you something I'm not proud of. I tell you this because I'm guessing that there's a lot of other people out there that feel exactly like I did yesterday. All right. Yesterday, after Trump's 11 o'clock conference here, Eastern time, how did you feel? I was pissed. I was happy. I do not want to see war. I don't want to see bloodshed. That scared me. That put a pit in my stomach. But I was mad because I felt for a second that Trump came out looking good. Even with the assassination of Soleimani, that I hate to say this, I was almost disappointed that Trump did the right thing for once because I did not expect that of him. And I'm embarrassed to say that. I'm going to tell you something else. A couple times yesterday, I posted on Facebook just a few short posts to antagonize the Trump supporters, saying no balls, president's got no balls. I didn't post it. I took it down. I thought better of it. Went to go do it again. I was going to post something about, Iran making Trump look like an ass. Didn't do it. Took it down. I'm betting there's other people out there. Why do I feel like this? I'll tell you why. Because for the longest time, Trump supporters have been labeling Obama, his diplomacy, his intelligence, been labeling him as not having balls. Yeah, it bothered me that being an intelligent, good leader, that he was using diplomacy, tact, his intelligence to further the United States causes, and people looked at that as not having balls. And Trump, being the belligerent ass that he is, they thought that's a good thing. The chest beaters, the flag wavers. And for a minute yesterday, more than a couple minutes, I wanted to poke him. I wanted to say, look at your president now. Where's his fucking balls? He just backed down. He blinked. Where's his balls now? That would have been wrong. Because I would have been busting their asses for him doing the right thing for fucking once. And that would have made me like them. I would have been doing it out of spite, revenge, and those are the wrong reasons to do things. And again, I bring this up because I'm human. I post this on here because I'm willing to bet that I am far from the only person that feels like this. Far from it. Like I said, when he did that I got to admit to you guys too, I did not see that conference. I was traveling back and forth between my business stops yesterday. I didn't get to see I still haven't seen it. I heard the gist of it. And for once, it sounds like he did the right thing. But here's another point, though. We're forgetting about the assassination. That's why I made this video. That's why I started doing the research last night. Things were progressing so fast that the assassination was already put on a back burner because everybody was nervous about the future. Now, that Trump actually took a sec to back off a bit, blink, we can go back and look at that. And I see, and it's funny because I had a feeling the media would be backing up to take a look. And from what I see, they are. There's a lot of lawmakers complaining. As a matter of fact, Blumenthal, Senator Blumenthal, I believe it was this morning, one of my senators. My senators are Blumenthal and Chris Murphy from Connecticut. Two senators I'm proud to have as senators. I believe it was Blumenthal that said the explanations, the details on this assassination, this what I call an ambush, were very vague. To me, so I backed up yesterday and I went back and took the time to look. And like I said, for over the last 3 years, I've seen Donald Trump, and having been a manipulator, having been totally self-centered as a drug addict for 20 years of my life, that's all I cared about. I was focused on me and my drugs. I got a good grip on that kind of personality. I could see it in others. I could see the excuses they make, the reasons, the manipulations. Because I would have made those same, in that position, I would have made the same ones back when I was that person. And over the last 3 years, I've seen how Donald Trump operates. And I don't, like I said in the other video, I don't say this because I hate Donald Trump. I say this because I've observed Donald Trump. And to me, he operates, all of his actions are to further himself, his ego, his future, his legacy, his financial standing, and then his family, in that order. And I believe this. I believe this was an ambush and assassination on Trump's part. That Soleimani was lured to Iraq under the guise of making peace between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and then subsequently assassinated as soon as he hit the tarmac, as soon as his feet hit that tarmac. And I believe Trump and Saudi Arabia were behind that. Saudi didn't want to lose any more money to the Houthi drone strikes hitting their oil fields. I think Trump had our troops put there as security guards, and I don't think those security guards could do a hell of a lot against these drone strikes. And these drone strikes are probably doing a lot of financial damage to the oil infrastructure of Saudi Arabia. And they got sick of it, and and Soleimani was probably behind this. And I'm not talking up Soleimani, but to his credit, if he was behind this, at least it's a fairly non-lethal means to achieve his objective. If he was behind the Houthi drone strikes on the Saudi oil fields, it's a financial target. It's not a bloody personal target. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not backing Soleimani. But my reasoning, my thought, after the last 3 years, I think Donald Trump operates for Donald Trump. And I think that this assassination was for his own well-being. I think it was for a payback. I think it was to help his buddy, the Saudi Arabians, out because they bailed him out of bankruptcy. He makes half of his empire is built on Saudi money. He probably plans on rebuilding in Riyadh after the presidency. That'd be a one hell of a financial boost for him. Some hotels in that area, some Trump Trump branding in that area. I'm sure he would love that. This is my reasoning. This is nobody else's. This is my opinion. But anyway, this video is about how I felt yesterday, and I'm not proud. I was happy that the violence was de-escalating, but inside I was a little. I wanted to rub it in the Trump supporters' faces like they did about it with Obama. So, but I didn't do it. Because like I said, I've learned that doing anything negative will just bring you negative response. And I don't mean just negative comments. I mean like karma. And I've seen this on my YouTube channel. By being positive and helping other people on YouTube, I've succeeded. I've succeeded in a lot of areas of my life. So I know that positivity is a good thing. And by by doing that on Facebook, by acting negatively, would have not done me any good. And I'm glad I didn't do it. But not to say that a lot of us probably didn't want to. A lot of us probably wanted to bust the Trump supporters' ass and say, where's your fucking president's balls now? No balls, no balls. Your president got no sack. But I didn't do it. And I feel differently this morning. I think it'll all come out. I think in his character, I don't think Trump knows what the right thing is to do. I think he only knows what the best thing for his ego, for his pocketbook is. So I don't think he's going to let me down in that aspect. He's going to continue to do the wrong thing, in other words. So there'll be more chances to out his bad decisions. All right, you guys have a good Thursday. I'll talk to you later.